Hi, it's Suzy Welch. I'm a professor of management practice at NYU Stern School of Business, and I'm here today to talk to you about 3 questions that you can ask yourself that could actually begin to change your life. Now, these questions are part of my class, Becoming You, Crafting the Authentic Life You Want and Need. And in that class, we do a deep dive on figuring out what are your values, what are your aptitudes, and what are the areas of economic growth that call you intellectually or emotionally? At the intersection of those 3 areas lies your area of transcendence, which is where you should probably spend most of your career. That's really another word for purpose. These 3 questions are part of an exercise in my Becoming You class that dig deep into what your values are. I call this exercise the Alpha and Omega exercise because it covers so much territory. All right, they dig deep into your values, who you really want to be, how you want to show up in the world. And really, your values can really fall into 3 buckets. Values around character, who you want to be, around lifestyle, how you want to live, and around legacy, the impact that you want to leave on the world, large or small or in between. Okay, let's get into the questions. The first question is this: what do you want people to say about you when you're not in the room? Okay, you've just left the room. What are they saying? You know, I have heard every possible answer to this question over the years. I first started asking it as part of my work as a columnist for the Oprah magazine, and I'm talking about way back in 2006 or so, and I started doing a lot of work on how to figure out what your values are. This question was one that I used to help people figure it out. I have heard everything from, I'd like them to say she's not crazy like her mother. I'd like them to say, I'd invest in her company. I'd like them to say, he's a really good father. I'd like them to say, that person saved the company. But the way you answer begins to reveal your values, what really matters to you, okay? If you answer, I don't care what they say about me, then, you know, what your personal reputation is not an issue at all as a value. But you could say that that person has a lot of integrity. That's what they're saying when I'm not in the room. Then personal reputation happens to be a big value of yours. There's a big scale between those 2, but you need to know what matters to you in order to figure out your purpose. So again, the question is, what do you want people to be saying? That is the dog. Okay, Pierre's back, the real star of the show. Okay, Pierre, you really need to understand how you want to show up in the world and how you want your character to be perceived to understand what your priorities are about your purpose. Okay, let's move on to the second question. The second question is about your values around lifestyle. These are huge questions about lifestyle, where you want to live, how much you want to work. Okay, so listen, the question is this. Think about your childhood. What did you love about your upbringing and what did you hate? Now, look, I know hate is a strong word, and maybe you didn't hate anything about your childhood, but most people have something that they didn't like very much. Unfortunately, most people are mimicking it in their adulthood. Okay, but when you think about what you loved about your childhood, you loved it because it's a value. So maybe it's intimacy. Maybe it's freedom, that you had freedom to make your own decisions. Maybe it was a feeling of unconditional love. If these words are what's coming to your mind, these are values of yours around lifestyle. Okay, now let's talk about what you hated. A lot of times I hear answers like, I hated the secrets. I hated the chaos. I hated the fact that I had no self-determination. I had no autonomy. Again, this begins to surface your values around lifestyle. What you hated represents, the flip side of that represents what your values are and what you really want in terms of how you live, okay? All right, let's talk about the third question. I'd like you to visualize yourself at a birthday that's 30, 40 years in the future. Let's say 90 years old, okay? Even further for some of you. And you're at that birthday, you're about to blow out the candles, and the question is, yes, Pierre, the question is, what would make you cry at that birthday from regret? Okay, not from joy, but from regret. This really begins to surface your values around the impact that you want to have in this world. I mean, I was still estranged from my sister. Okay, luckily I'm not estranged from my sisters. Hi, sisters. But, you know, if you said something like that, you have a value of family harmony that maybe you're not living out right now, but maybe you should think twice about that. Or say you would cry at your birthday that I never got sober. Okay, or I wrecked the company. I didn't turn around the company. Okay, these are all surfacing values about how you want to change the world, how you want to change your life. Are you living into them? This question can be very powerful. For me personally, If I'm 90 years old and we're still being as mean to animals as we are today, that would make me cry. I'm part of the animal activism movement just personally, and I really care about animals. For instance, I care about Pierre, who's currently biting my fingers, and yet still I love this animal. Hello, little Pierre. I adopted Pierre from a shelter in Fort Worth, Texas. Hello, Texas. Okay, so this question really can start to speak into your life. What is my purpose? It's very powerful, very revealing, and it's very important with all three of these questions that you go deep, that you're very honest with yourself. Because if you don't come clean with the answers to these questions, the only person you're lying to is yourself. Okay, and if you want to know your purpose, it may even hurt a little bit because you may be quite far away from it right now, and you've got a journey to get there. You will get there. I use these questions in my class to begin that journey towards authenticity and living your purpose. I hope they're very helpful to you, and I look forward to talking to you more about these topics in the future. Bye for now from me and Pia. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Wait a minute. Please smash the like button. Hear that all the time. Smash that like button. Leave a comment. Tell your friends about it. Friends who have purpose, who don't have purpose, whatever. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll keep making videos if you keep watching. Okay. Thanks a lot. See you soon.